Good morning, guys. So Friday, day 3 of the e-learning, and you're looking at analyzing interactions in the text. So in a text, it's the people, events, and ideas that all influence one another. That's the interactions that you guys are going to be analyzing. The same is true for informational text. All the elements work together to support and clarify the central idea of the text. You as readers can improve your understanding of what you read by analyzing the different relationships and interactions between the people, events, and ideas. This gives you a better idea to be able to form important conclusions about a text, like how a specific event affects an individual or how one person's ideas can influence somebody else's ideas. So key terms when you're analyzing is an interaction is the action or influence of things on one another, and a transition is a word or phrase that connects those ideas in a sentence or a paragraph. So a closer look, finding transition words and phrases. Another way to find connections is to look for transition words and phrases. Transitions connect ideas in a text by linking together key sentences or paragraphs. Whether the author intends it or not, these transition words kind of give you a clue to the different kinds of connections between people. So every text contains relationships and interactions. The relationships show how different people, multiple people, and events or ideas are alike or different and how they work together. You can look for these connections because they help give you insight into what the author's message is. Usually to support that message, authors will provide clues. Other times you have to use inference, building upon that skill, to try and interpret the evidence and establish those connections between the elements in the text. Okay, so step 1 is to figure out what information matters the most in the text. It could be any notable actions or events, any detailed descriptions, or any specific key explanations. Once these are established, readers can analyze the relationships between these elements to kind of figure out how they're related to each other. So when you're making connections in a text, look for the following ways in which pieces of information are commonly related. Things are similar to or different from one another. So they're either going to be similar or they're going to be different. That's how they're related or not related. An event or action is going to cause or affect another one. There's a solution is used to solve a problem, or a process is composed of multiple steps that happen in a specific order. Okay, so this is kind of that chart from earlier in one of the slides. So if you're looking for how people, events, or ideas are similar, or how they're in agreement, then your transition words are going to be like, or similarly, or as, or same as, in addition, coupled with, by the same token, for example, most, mostly, comparable, equally, identically, by comparison, comparatively, of course, likewise, correspondingly, and furthermore. And if they are different, then your transition words are in contrast, on the contrary, unlike, different from, while, in spite of, albeit, after all, in reality, but, however, opposite, although, on the other hand, otherwise, conversely, nonetheless, despite, besides, even though, rather, and instead. All right, so your assignment is to read Pavlov's Dogs, and then to answer the 9 questions using complete sentences. Some of you need to use maybe more details in your sentences and expand your sentences a little bit. And then that is it. And I will hopefully see you guys on Zoom.